Good afternoon and welcome to CCC Baseball. I am Jonathan Lynch. I'm alongside Ed Habershaw, and we are at Brother Reynolds Field in beautiful Newport, Rhode Island, between Game 2 of the CCC Pod Alpha Finals between Salve Regina and Roger Williams. If you did not catch Game 1, Seahawks took Game 1 with a 9-5 victory. And this will be Game 2 of the Pod A. The winner of this series will then play the winner of the Pod B series against Suffolk and Endicott.
Mention that Rhode is the home team in this game.
The Hawks of Roger Williams will be the home team for this game. Leading off the first inning for the Seahawks is right fielder Matt D'Amato. Pitching for the Hawks will be the junior right-handed pitcher Ben Bonavita. Bonavita, interestingly, starting off D'Amato with a curveball to start off this game. He quickly gets ahead 0-2. Bonavita delivers. That'll be in the dirt for ball one. The 1-2. Swung out and missed for strike three. Bonavita goes at the outside fastball to get D'Amato for round number one. With one out, here's the left fielder, Jared Beniers. In the last game, Beniers went 0 for 3 with a walk and a sacrifice. He also scored a run in that inning. He was one of 9 runs in the first game for the Seahawks. This will be the 6th appearance for Ben Bonavita, his 5th start of the season. Coming into today's game, he's 1-1 with a 3.70 ERA and 24 and a third innings work. The 1-2 to Beniers. Slider will not catch the outside, and Beniers did not go, according to the first base umpire. One out, 2-2 to Beniers. And that'll miss low for ball three. Beniers lifts a fly ball out to left field. Galino and Cedeno. Cedeno's going to call him off, and he makes a catch for the second out of the inning. So Beniers is retired for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up the catcher, graduate student Dylan Ketch. In game one, Ketch had 3 base hits, stolen base, and he also scored a run And he takes ball 1 from Bonavita. Catch quickly up 2-0. Bonavita delivers. And that'll miss outside for ball 3. But Bonavita will catch the inside par for strike 1. Six-foot junior delivers. And he will get that call. Strike 2 right down the plate. Catch doing the classic hitter's move. Oh, that's ball 4. I'll just toss my bat. Gets called back. For a full count delivery right here. And he'll line that out to Galino in left field for the 3rd out. Seahawks go 1, 2, 3. Hawks coming up in the bottom half of the inning. We will be right back. Due up for the Hawks in the bottom half of the 1st inning. It'll be Galino, Cedeno, and Jenkins. And they will be facing Zach Dione, pitcher for the Seahawks. Dione, a graduate student from Tallinn, Connecticut. This will be the 4th start for Dione this season. He's 1-0 with a 4.30 ERA in 14 2/3 inning of work as he gets a swing and miss from Galino. Dione gets ahead 1-2 to Galino. And that slider will be backed up, and it'll hit Galino to get an early man on in this half of the inning. So man on, that'll bring up Tyler Cedeno. He'll be playing center field today. If you joined us a couple weeks ago, we had mentioned that Joey Galino has approximately 31, 32 stolen bases on the season. Unofficially, a couple weeks ago, he was the leader in all of D3 baseball in the nation. He's definitely a big threat over there at first base. Dion comes to the set. The 0-1. And that'll be called strike 2 to Cedeno. Dion quickly ahead 0-2. Delivers. And that'll skip, but no advance by Galino. Zion comes set. The 1-2. Galino goes, and that'll be a foul ball to the backstop. Seahawk pitchers got to do a really good job of keeping Galino honest on the base paths. They got to know where he's at all times. As Dion will check on him. That was a close one over there, first base. He hit him leaning for a hot sec.
As you mentioned, John, Joey Galino, 31 for 31 in stolen bases this season. Getting picked off doesn't count as caught stealing.
No, it does not.
So we'll take a picked off and keep his stolen base streak intact.
As Dion misses outside for ball 2. So the Roger Williams has played 29 games, and he has 31 stolen bases on the season.
That's remarkable.
Despite Galino coming into game 1 with only batting .247, he still finds ways to get on base. As Dion delivers, that'll be another foul ball. Galino with a short lead off first base as Dion comes set. He delivers, Galino goes, and that'll be a ground ball through the right side. Galino didn't know where the baseball was when he got second base, so he'll just remain there at second base. And that'll be a single for Tyler Cedeno. That'll bring up the first baseman, Brandon Jenkins. Jenkins came into today batting .438. He's got 42 hits on the season, including 5 home runs, and he leads the team with 37 RBIs. Galino at second, Cedeno at first, Dion delivers. That's going to skip to the backstop, and each person is going to move up a base. Bottom half of the first inning. Man on second and third, and we're going to have a visit real early. Biggest thing for Dion right now is just take a breath. Just take a breath and just trust your stuff.
Hawks were on the board early in game one. Led 3-1 before Salve chipped away and ended up having as large a lead as 6 runs, 9-3, before Roger Williams finished with 2 more on the board.
Jenkins grounds to second base, bobbled by Ciesco. He collects himself, gets it to O'Malley, who holds the base and records out number 1. Galino will score on the play. That'll be ruled as a 4-3. And Zdeno advances to third base. And Jenkins will collect yet another RBI to lead his team. The 1-0 misses outside. Summers up to bat for the Hawks. Came into today batting .317. He'll be doing the catching for today as he swings and misses, and it goes to the backstop. Summers has been doing the primary catching for Roger Williams. Got no errors on the season as he swings and fouls it to the backstop.
And they've played twice as many games as Salve Regina.
Definitely.
Coming into today anyway.
29 games. He's got 1,000% fielding percentage. And that's all you want out of a catcher. Absolutely. Dione delivers a 2-2. Swung on and fouled off. And we'll do the 2-2 again.
We are streaming this live on YouTube, the Salve Regina Baseball channel, and simultaneously, Gavin Parent is behind home plate, and we can give you his view as he is streaming to Facebook and to Twitch.
A lot of different platforms giving you Salve Regina baseball. As that ball is fouled off out of play.
We tried to have this vantage point live during game one. We ended up having to record it as our strength of signal wasn't strong enough.
Swung on and missed. That'll be a foul tip. Catch hangs on. That'll be the second out of the inning. Great job by Dione, changing up speeds, getting him off balance, and getting that second out. So 2 down. Man on third. Up to bat is Danny Roth, who takes a ball 1. A couple weeks ago, Danny Roth broke the Roger Williams home run record. I believe it was 13 in a career at Roger Williams.
He has 9 this season, so
9 this season, and he's second behind Jenkins on the team with 34 RBIs. So the Hawks manufacture a lot of runs coming from Jenkins and from Roth. As Dione just misses with that pitch right there. Danny Roth will work the count to 3-0. And that'll be ball 4. So now it'll be a man on first and be a man on third for the pitcher, Ben Bonavita. Last game he played right field. And now head coach Kevin Kelly has given him the nod to start for this game, game 2.
Eric Sorella believing that the Hawks will have something going on the base pass with 2 outs and 2 on at the corners. Dylan Ketch relays signals to the infield.
The Hawks always got stuff going on. Any way to manufacture runs. The 0-0. That'll be lifted into center field. Zach Barlock is camped right under it, and he records the 3rd out of the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Hawks take a 1-0 lead going into the top half of the 2nd inning. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Eric Sorella. I'm the head baseball coach at Salve Regina University. I'm a 2005 graduate from the school. I'm also in the Athletic Hall of Fame. In the history of the program, we've won 10 Commonwealth Coast Conference championships. In my 8 years here, in 6 seasons, we've won 3 CCC championships and advanced to 3 NCAA regionals. I think one thing that separates this program is the challenging schedule we play year to year. In Division III college baseball, there's close to 400 teams. Typically, we're in the top 50 to 75 in strength of schedule out of 400. On top of a challenging schedule, we're also going to travel to Florida each year during spring break. Typically, we'll take a weekend trip somewhere down south and play 2 or 3 more games. We really want to run this program like a Division I program, but within the D3 rules. We're looking for highly motivated student athletes, especially competitive ones. We want our student athletes to compete in the classroom, in the weight room, and on the baseball field. If you're interested in the program, you should send us an email with a schedule and your contact information as well as your coach's contact information. We'll be likely to cross paths during the summer, and if we don't, we'll be able to see you at one of our prospect camps that we can invite you to. If you have any other questions, feel free to email us or reach out. Take care.
And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw bringing you CCC playoff baseball here at Brother Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Hawks taking an early 1-0 lead in the 1st inning. Sean O'Malley starts the second half of the 2nd inning. Bonavita the 1-1. That'll be a curveball. It goes inside. Bonavita delivers. And that'll catch the plate for strike 2. Cut on and to Hoban. He throws over to Jenkins, and I'll be on number 1. And that'll bring up Anthony Ciesco. Ciesco will be playing second base today as he takes the ball outside. Last game, Ciesco went 1 for 5 with a single as he fouls that one straight back. Ciesco batting .340 coming into today's game with 18 base hits as he swings and misses through that one. The 1-2 from Bonavita. And that will hit Ciesco. Sounded like it got the Evo shield, which is that's where you. That's why you have it.
That's what it's there for.
That's why you wear it. So Ciesco will hop aboard from the hit by pitch, and that'll bring up freshman Brandon Grover.
Grover put the Seahawks on the board in the first game with a second-inning home run, his first of the season.
He actually hit it to Bonavita, who's playing right field last game, tipped off Bonavita's glove. Ball went over the fence. Bonavita went over the fence, but he appeared to be all right after going over the fence, and he looks all right now.
Yeah, during their pregame warm-ups, Roger Williams, I couldn't tell if they were position players or bullpen players, but they were all taking turns hopping over the fence.
Right.
You know, just as a way of getting their energy flowing.
Right. That'll be a strike call on the inside part of the plate. As Bonavita throws over to Jenkins, Jenkins drops the ball, and Ciesco will advance to second base.
So E3.
If Jenkins caught that ball, Ciesco was going to be out. He wasn't paying attention over first base. He got away with one there.
Yeah, so the call for pay attention came from the Seahawk dugout, not the Roger Williams dugout on the dropped throw over.
Correct. Just a little lack of concentration. Bonavita checks to Ciesco and delivers. That'll be left upstairs for ball 3. Bonavita comes set, delivers, and he'll miss outside for ball 4. So it'll be first and second for the Seahawks for Michael Breen.
Ciesco hit by the pitch, moves to second on the error, and a walk to Grover. Still no hits in the game for Salve Regina, but they have 2 runners on base with 1 out.
As Breen takes ball 1. Breen went 0 for 3 in the first game with a hit by pitch. Just trying to get something going in the second inning here. As he takes a strike 1 to even up the count. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled away off to the left side. Ciesco's got 2 stolen bases on the year. He's been caught once. And for Grover, he has no stolen bases, hasn't been caught at all. Bonavita comes set, staring at Ciesco. He delivers. He takes it outside for ball 3. Just missed it. Roger Williams wanted that pitch. Nonetheless, Breen works the count to 3-2. Bonavita gets his sign, delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 2. He went back to the fastball on that one, just blew it right past Breen for out number 2.
Well, there's a Seahawks senior on second base, Another at the plate. We'll be playing some clips from Eric Sorella, head coach, with his thoughts on his group of players that will be finishing their careers in 2021. That'll happen between innings.
A 1-0. In the dirt. Gets past Summers. And Ciesco and Grover will move up one base.
Just wanted to put that tease out there, John. Barlock, Brown, Ciesco, Dione, Madden Ward, and Natalie Reed.
Pitching coach Brandon Shalikis going out to the mound, talk to his pitcher. Shalikis was actually a pitcher at Quinnipiac University. And then before that, he went to high school at Dighton Rehoboth. Played against him in high school. As Barlock cuts on a miss.
Zach had a leadoff solo homer in game one.
That was caught by the Seahawks in their bullpen. A 2-1. Inside, called strike. Barlock doesn't believe it. Two, 2 outs. Seahawks on second and third base. Bonavita delivers. That'll be fouled off, and we'll do it again. Outfield position straight up. Infield position straight up. As Bonavita goes to the curveball and just misses up. Beautiful day here, Brother Reynolds Field. 63 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. And Bonavita will miss upstairs for ball 4.
Still no Seahawk hits, but the bases are loaded. 2 outs. We are in the top half of the second inning. Salve Regina and Roger Williams are playing game 2 of a best-of-3 series. Game 2 will feature the Hawks as the home team here on Reynolds Field. So they'll bat last.
That'll bring up Dustin Cicada. He'll be playing third base today. Bonavita delivers. And Cicada hits that right back to the backstop. The 0-1. And that'll hit Cicada on the elbow, and that'll score a run. That is the second hit batsman of this inning. And Ed, as you previously said, not a hit in this game yet, but Salve still able to get those runs by, working the count, being up on that box. Ciesco will score. Grover moves over to the third and Barlock second base. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Matt D'Amato.
Big spot here for the sophomore right fielder.
Who is also a contender for the CCC Rookie of the Year. And rightfully so. He's a guy who makes these Seahawks go. Coming into this game batting .375. Bonavita sets. Delivers a 1-0. That'll be outside for ball 2. D'Amato Cade in his first at-bat last inning. As D'Amato calls time. Some coaches will get mad at that if you take your hand off the bat to call time, because if the umpire doesn't give you time and you have one hand off the bat, you're at a significant disadvantage, you know. So
a one-arm swing is not as potent as a two-arm swing.
You got that right. So a lot of coaches will teach that you just yell time.
As loud as you can.
As loud as you can. You keep both hands on the bat. And Sean O'Malley is someone who does that very well.
Yeah.
We have another baseball on the field. And Tyler Cedeno collects that.
And we have activity in the Rod Williams bullpen as well.
As the Hawks defense goes back to their normal spots. We await the 2-1. That'll be in the dirt for ball 3. So D'Amato has worked the count to 3-1. The bases are filled with Seahawks here in the top half of the second inning. If you're just joining us, this is Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw, Sports Information Director here at Salve Regina. Ed celebrating his 29th year at Salve Regina University. Congrats, Ed.
And the return of class of 2018 outstanding Seahawk pitcher.
As Jenkins will throw over to Bonavita, and that will be the third out of the inning.
Well executed PFPs there.
You got it. Love those PFPs. Seahawks get 1. They tie it up. It's 1-1. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw bringing you Salve Regina baseball on this beautiful day at Brother Reynolds Field in beautiful Newport, Rhode Island. If you're just joining us, the Hawks took a quick 1-0 lead in the first inning. Salve Regina tied it up in the top half of the second inning. As Dione walks from sorrow to start the bottom of the second inning. that'll bring up the shortstop, Tommy Hoban, the junior from Madison, Connecticut. As the Seahawks will have a quick conversation on the mound. And that will be the day for Zach Dione. 1 inning of work, and he will now come out of the game. With this pitching change for the Seahawks, we will be right back. And he will be tasked with facing Tommy Hoban, the shortstop for the Hawks, who shows bunt as he misses outside. Tommy Hoban coming in batting .216 on the season. Sharp delivers. Doesn't get the call on the bottom half of the zone. Sharp looks in for the sign. Comes to the set. Delivers a 3-0. Gets called strike on the inside part of the plate. Salve Regina coaching staff having a lot of confidence in Walker Sharp as a freshman coming into a CCC semifinals game, as Hoban fouls that bunt off. It's already down 3-0. Sharp works the count back to 3-2. And he checks on first. Massaro on the year has 1 stolen base, and he's been caught 1 time. Here's a come from Sharp. Ground ball over to Ciesco at second base. He collects. Throw over to O'Malley, who will get Hoban.
Works just as good as a sacrifice.
That's right.
Nice piece of hitting.
Massaro moves up to second base. That'll bring up right fielder Eddie Jackson from Seekonk, Massachusetts.
Seahawks center fielder is Zach Barlock adjusting his position for the left-handed batter. He's moving more towards left field.
At this point, these teams know each other so well, you know. Scouting reports are off the charts. Sharp delivers the 0-1. Inside for ball one. Eddie Jackson playing center field in game one. Moves over to right field due to Ben Bonavita pitching for today's game. Bonavita was playing right field in game one. As Sharp gets a swing and miss from Jackson. He moves ahead 1-2. Sharp comes to the set. Upstairs for ball two. Massaro on second base. He was walked by Dione. Then Dione was replaced by Walker Sharp. Here comes a 2-2. Swung on and lifted into right field. D'Amato will come up, and Massaro will be held at third base. So Massaro will move up to third base on Jackson's base hit, and that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Joey Galino. Galino reached on in the first inning from a hit by pitch. He later scored that same inning.
Nice job by D'Amato holding Massaro to third base.
Seahawks got to expect action with one out. Man on first and third as Walker Sharp checks on Jackson at first. The Hawks are known to do some creative things. As Cedeno takes strike one. I'm sorry, Galino. As Galino takes strike one. Check it first. First and third, one down. The 0-1. Misses outside for ball one. The 1-1. Misses outside again for ball two. As previously stated in the top of the broadcast, this is the CCC Pod A Finals. The winner of this weekend will play the winner of the Pod B Finals between Suffolk and Endicott. The winner of that will play next week. In the first game in that Pod B Finals, Endicott beat Suffolk 5-4. And then the bottom half of the third inning, Endicott is up 3-0 on Suffolk. If you're just tuning in, Salve Regina took game one against the Hawks 9-5. Sharp comes to the set and checks on Jackson at first. That was close. He's in there safely. Sharp looks in on a 3-2. One more time at first. Walker Sharp's 4th appearance on the season. The pitch. That'll be roped into left field. That's deep. That's high. That'll be called foul. 1 for Walker Sharp on that one. Sharp sets. Delivers. That'll be called ball 4. So now the bases will be loaded for Tyler Cedeno. Macero at 3rd. Jackson at 2nd. Galeno at 1st. We're in the bottom half of the 2nd inning here at Brother Reynolds Field in beautiful Newport, Rhode Island. This is the first walk given up by Walker Sharp this season, as he misses with that one. You know, what'd be great right here, Ed?
A double play.
Double play. You read my mind. That's right. Pitcher's best friend, tailor made. As Sharp gets that called strike on the bottom half of the zone.
Center fielder Zach Barlock was actually calling for that, the previous batter. All right, let's turn 2. We're good.
Putting it in motion. The pitch. In the dirt. Not offered at. A little bit of action in the Seahawks bullpen right now as Joe Scandon is up. The 2-1 from Sharp. Cut on and fouled off to the right, out of play.
Yeah, Zach asked him to put it on the ground, turn 2.
That's right. Walker Sharp getting a lot of support as a freshman from all the guys in the team. Swung on, hit to short. Goes to second. On to first! He calls safe at first. Cedeno is getting down that line. So Massaro will score on that fielder's choice, which will put the Hawks up by 1.
Fielder's choice RBI for Cedeno.
And that'll bring up the first baseman, Brandon Jenkins.
Interesting defensive shift here. Breen, the shortstop, on the fringe of the right field grass, and Anthony Sasko deep on to the outfield grass from second base.
As Jenkins lifts a high fly ball to right field, that ball is back and it is out of here. That'll be a 3-run home run for Brandon Jenkins. That'll be his 6th of the season, and he just collects more RBIs. After the home run, it'll bring up George Summers, the catcher. In the first inning, he struck out swinging. as Sharp falls behind 2-1. That ball will be lifted in the infield.
Tough son.
Ciesco calling off, and he'll drop it.
O'Malley was camped underneath it, but he was struggling with the sun, using his glove to shade off the sun, and Ciesco came in from behind from a different angle.
Especially this hour of the day
Oh,
at
yeah.
4 o'clock, that sun is brutal on that right side.
The sun is not your friend.
There's been many a day where it would be Zach Smith, Ryan Kelly, Dave Neal, Dylan Catch, Militano, just fighting that sun over there on the right side.
We love the Saturday
As
afternoon
Sharp
weather.
gets a pickoff at first base. So with that pickoff, that will retire the side. The Hawks get 4 that inning thanks to a 3-run home run by Brandon Jenkins. Hawks up 4. We go to the top half of the third inning. We will be right back. And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw bringing you Salve Regina baseball. There's a scary moment right there as Beniers gets hit in the back. Initially, I thought it hit him in the head. I think it hit him on the backside, actually.
First pitch from Bonavita.
He looks all right, and he ran over to first base. That's the third hit batsman today by Bonavita. And that'll bring up the catcher, Dylan Catch. Catch takes the ball 1. He lined out to Galino in left field in the first inning. As the Seahawks look to get some more runs in this half of the inning. The 1-1. That'll miss upstairs for ball 2. As Ryan McGarren runs past the telecast right here from North Attleboro, Massachusetts. That ball is lifted into left field. Galino chasing back. He's under it, and he'll make an acrobatic catch. Galeno is going to his left. At the very last minute, had to go back to his right, and he makes the catch to retire catch. That sounded weird coming out of my mouth.
Doesn't it?
Saying catch all the time. So catch will be set down. That'll bring up the first baseman, Sean O'Malley. As Bonavita falls behind 1-0. Beniers leads off first. He's going. And the home plate umpire is saying that the ball actually hit the knob of the bat.
Off his arm. Not a hit by pitch?
I mean, O'Malley didn't do anything about it, so
Yeah.
if it hit him on the hand, I would think it hurt, you know? But nonetheless, it's ruled a foul ball, and the count will be 1-1. Bonavita misses outside for ball 2. Action in the Hawks' pen as a right-hander and a left-hander are warming up. As O'Malley fouls that out of play. I think O'Malley might have tweaked something on that foul ball. As Salve trainer Dave Cox will go check on O'Malley. O'Malley in his first at-bat, he grounded out to Tommy Hoban at shortstop. As Tyler Cedeno says hello to his mother out here in center field. So O'Malley appears to be okay. And he will await the 2-2 pitch from Bonavita. Caught on and fouled away. Two, 1 out. Beniers at first base. And that'll miss upstairs for ball 3. We're in the top half of the third inning. Roger Williams scored 4 more runs in the bottom half of the second inning, thanks to a 3-run home run by Brandon Jenkins. And O'Malley will await the 3-2 pitch. Cut on, hit into center field. That's going to fall. Beniers goes to third on the, and he will make it there in time. Beniers read that right off the bat that was falling. Was able to get into third base safely. So the Seahawks are in business now with men on first and third as Anthony Ciesco will come up to the plate.
And that's the first hit of the day for Salve Regina against Bonavita. He's issued a lot of free passes and some hit by pitches.
Only took 2 1/3. As Morin and Bonavita have a little conversation.
Seahawks scored their lone run in the second inning on a bases loaded hit by pitch for Dustin Cicada.
As a right-hander and a left-hander continue to warm up for the Hawks. Bonavita comes set. Delivers.
A lot of cat and mouse games between the battery and the base runners.
As Coach Kevin Kelly will come out to the mound. Speak with his pitcher, Ben Bonavita. And it appears that Bonavita might be taken out of this game. We're going to have a pitching change here at Brother Reynolds Field.
Looks like number 24 has emerged from the bullpen.
It'll be number 24, Nick Harper, the sophomore from Westwood, New Jersey, Don Bosco prep guy. Salve has a lot of Don Bosco players at their disposal as well. With this pitching change, with Harper warming up, we will be right back.
Hi, my name is Eric Sorella. I'm the head baseball coach at Salve Regina University. I'm a 2005 graduate from the school. I'm also in the Athletic Hall of Fame. In the history of the program, we've won 10 Commonwealth Coast Conference championships. In my 8 years here, in 6 seasons, we've won 3 CCC championships and advanced to 3 NCAA regionals. I think one thing that separates this program is the challenging schedule we play year to year. In Division III college baseball, there's close to 400 teams. Typically, we're in the top 50 to 75 in strength of schedule out of 400. On top of a challenging schedule, we're also going to travel to Florida each year during spring break. Typically, we'll take a weekend trip somewhere down south and play 2 or 3 more games. We really want to run this program like a Division I program, but within the D3 rules. We're looking for highly motivated student athletes, especially competitive ones. We want our student athletes to compete in the classroom, in the weight room, and on the baseball field. If you're interested in the program, you should send us an email with a schedule and your contact information as well as your coach's contact information. We'll be likely to cross paths during the summer, and if we don't, we'll be able to see you at one of our prospect camps that we can invite you to. If you have any other questions, feel free to email us or reach out. Take care.
And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw. The new pitcher for the Hawks will be sophomore Nick Harper. Coming into today's game, this will be the 9th appearance for Harper with an 8.18 ERA and 11 innings of work. As that ball will be hit to shortstop, get the first one at second. On to first, double play. You can't ask for any much better than for your relief guy to come in and get a quick double play.
1 pitch, 2 outs on the play.
1 pitch, 2 outs. With that double play, it'll be the bottom half of the third, and we will be right back. And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw bringing you Salve Regina baseball at beautiful Brother Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. New pitcher on the mound for the Seahawks. It'll be Joe Iskandon, the left-hander, as he starts off Danny Roth the strike. Due up for the Hawks this inning, it will be Roth, Bonavita, and Massaro. As Roth hits a missile down the left field line, but it'll be foul. One for Iskandon. And Roth is quickly down 0-2. Iskandon delivers. Change up. Didn't get the call. The 1-2. Fly it out to Barlock in center field. He's camped under it, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. So with Roth retired, it'll be Ben Bonavita coming up. In the first inning, he flew out to center field. Iskandon starts him with the ball outside. Change up. Iskandon delivers. Swung on and hit to third base. Ciesco comes in, throws to O'Malley, and he gets him. Great job there by Cicada coming in, taking his time, and delivering a good throw over to O'Malley, first base. So with two quick outs, that'll bring up the third baseman, Matt Massaro. In the second inning, Massaro walked, and he later scored. As Iskandon misses with that one, count goes to 2-0. The 2-0.
With 2 outs, you don't want to lose this guy.
Exactly. As he gets that call inside for 3-1. The 3-1. Gets another call right down the middle for strike two.
He'd like to start off the next inning with the 8-9 batters.
Got to get your lefty right here. The 3-2. Swung on, hit back to Iskandon, runs it over to O'Malley, flips it, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Hawks. We're going to the top half of the fourth inning. We'll be right back.
So, I mean, Zach's really, his leadership the last 2 years has been tremendous for us. He's really the most vocal of the position player captains, and is really an extension, of the coaching staff. And he never takes his performance. His performance never affects what he is trying to do as a leader or as a captain. And that's what makes him a special kid. And he's actually put together a pretty good fifth year campaign, and is one of our best, if not our best, outfielder, right now. So he's just a special kid, and we're going to miss him, but has contributed a lot. And, I look forward to watching him play this weekend.
And welcome back. Brandon Grover will lead us off in the top half of the fourth inning. On the mound for the Hawks is Nick Harper, the sophomore. He came in last inning and got a quick double play to retire the inning. Gets ahead early right here, strike one. Grover walked in his first AB in the second inning. Ropes that into right field, and that's going to get down. Jackson goes over to get it, and Grover is into second base, so the leadoff double. Grover took an awkward slide into second base, but he appears to be all right. After that double by Grover, it'll bring up the shortstop, Michael Breen, as the Hawks will attempt to pick him off at second base.
Just create a lot of dust.
Definitely. More work for Matt Hurd.
He's up for the challenge.
This is the only sport he has to worry about. I mean, because softball
playing on the turf, that cuts out
turf,
half the dirt.
Football's turf. Well, unless they go 2 away games.
Yeah.
And then does soccer still play on this field?
I would say 50-50.
Yeah.
Certainly the 2019 season, men's soccer saw a lot of its action, and women's soccer at Topa Field,
Right.
including a championship for Salve Regina men's soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Craig O'Rourke winning back-to-back Coach of the Year honors.
The 1-1. Cut on and fouled to the left side. Harper up 1-2. Cut on and fouled away, out of play. In game 1 this morning, Breen went 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch. He's already 0 for 1 on the day. A 1-2. Leaves that curveball outside for ball 2.
Seahawks trailed 3-1 in the opener before mounting their comeback, winning 9-5, trailing 5-1 here.
Man on second, no outs. Harper delivers. Ball will be to Roth. He bobbles it, but still gets Breen in time at first base.
Good recovery by Roth.
Grover moves up to third base. This infield is playing fast today. It looks dry as a bone. With one down in the top half of the fourth inning, it'll bring up the center fielder, Zach Barlock. He'll take strike one over the outside part of the plate. As he fouls that one straight back to the backstop. In his first AB in the second inning, Barlock walked. In game one, earlier this afternoon, Barlock contributed to the 9 runs with a solo home run as he takes that ball up. Just let his hands go and put it right into the Seahawks bullpen.
Do they get it back to him?
I doubt it. As he cuts on and misses on that pitch. So Barlock is retired, and that'll bring up third baseman Dustin Cicada. Cicada was hit by a pitch in the second inning today. As he grounds it up the middle to Hoban. Hoban goes to his left, fires to Jenkins in time for the out.
Smooth fielding by Hoban. You never know what's going to happen with the bounces on this infield.
So despite the leadoff double by Grover, Salve then goes 1-2-3. We're going to the bottom half of the fourth inning, and we will be right back. Joe Iskandon back out for a second inning of work this afternoon. And he will have to face Tommy Hoban, the shortstop for Roger Williams. Iskandon coming into this game, this will be his 4th appearance. He's got a 1.84 ERA and 14 2/3 innings of work. He has 2 starts on the air, 1 relief start. As he grounds to Breen. Breen throws over to O'Malley to retire Hoban. Quick out number 1 for Iskandon to begin the bottom half of the 4th inning. And then I'll bring up the right fielder, Eddie Jackson. Jackson had a base hit through the 3-4 hole in the second inning today. He later scored on the home run by Brandon Jenkins. The 1-1. And that gets inside, and that'll hit Jackson. So with 1 out in the inning, Jackson will hop aboard, and that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Joey Galino. Galino is 0 for 0 in this game already. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning and walked in the second inning. He also has a run scored to assist in the 4-run lead for the Hawks. As Galino takes strike 1 on the outer half.
Yeah, that pitch from Iskandon just got away, tailing into the left-handed batter, hitting Jackson.
His fastball tails, change up tails, you know.
A lot of action on it.
Does that ball get to the backstop?
It actually hits him.
Oh, that'll hit him. So Galeno remains 0 for 0, as that's his second hit by pitch of the game. It'll be first and second for Iskandon with 1 out in the inning. That'll bring up the center fielder, Tyler Cedeno. Standing gets ahead, 0-1.
He's been getting ahead of each batter this inning.
The 0-1. Skips to the backstop. And that'll go out of play. That'll go underneath the netting. So Galeno is awarded second, and Jackson is awarded third. The 1-1. Misses outside for ball 2. Iskandon checks third. Delivers. Caught on and fouled back. Two and two the count to Cedeno as Iskandon comes set. Caught on and lined into left field for a base hit. That'll score Jackson. Galeno's going to get held up at third. And Cedeno adds to the Hawks' lead with a base hit to left field. So the Hawks will have men on first and third, and that'll bring up Brandon Jenkins. And now Eric Sorello will take a trip out to the mound.
He's in no hurry.
And that will be it for Joe Iskandon today. So we're going to have another pitching change for the Seahawks, and we will be right back.
Talk about another, kid who's just heart and soul, and he's all about Salve baseball. He's, one of he's the one guy who wasn't a captain last year, who now is this year. Just our vocal leader, our heart, the guy who kicks you in the butt if you're not giving your all. His growth as a human in the last 5 years has been the most fun thing, I think, to watch, because he was an immature 18-year-old, and now he's he's just a mature human being and someone who's ready to cement his legacy as a Salve Seahawk, and then go out into the real world and make his mark. But special kid, special family. All these guys are special, and they have great families, or they wouldn't be captain.
New pitcher for the Seahawks will be freshman Finn Doherty. This will be the third appearance for Doherty on the season with 1 inning of work. He comes in to face Brandon Jenkins with a man on first and third. Doherty delivers, and that fired into the Seahawks dugout. Hope everybody's all right over there.
Definitely didn't hit wood because it didn't make a sound.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. Matt Wood? Shout out Matt Wood. The 0-1. One and one the count to Jenkins. Last time Jenkins was up, he hit a 3-run home run. That's fouled straight back.
Shaking the screen on the backstop where Gavin Parent is producing a live stream for Facebook and Twitch.
The 1-2 from Doherty. Swung on and foul to the other dugout.
Equal opportunity fouls.
Doherty gets his sign. We'll do the 1-2 again. He checks to first. The 1-2. Swung on and hit to second base, but Breen is overshifted. He will make the play to O'Malley, but a run will score.
So an RBI ground out for Jenkins, his 4th RBI of this game.
So Cedeno will move up to second base. The Hawks will pad the lead to 6 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, as Doherty now faces George Summers. Gets ahead of him early, strike 1. Finn Doherty, the freshman from Milton, Massachusetts. Delivers the 0-1. His catch will attempt to get Cedeno at second, but it goes right to Zach Barlock in center field. Cedeno will move up to third base. One and one the count, 2 outs. Cedeno at third. Doherty misses down low for ball 2. The 2-1. This is down low again for ball 3. And he misses upstairs for ball 4. So that'll be the 4th walk given up by the Seahawks pitching staff, the 6th free base of the game for them. As Doherty gets ahead of Roth, 0-1. Summers at first, Zdeno at third. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Hawks will be the home team for this game as Roth swings and misses, 0-2. The 0-2. Danny Roth will go down looking. Finn Doherty gets a strikeout. The Hawks score 2 to pad their lead. We will be right back.
Ciesco, Checo, Chico. He's got so many names. Tony. Anthony is the guy who. It's funny. I'm the hardest on him, and I have been for the last 4 years. And with these 5 guys, he's played the most. So I'm always trying to get more out of him. But just a great kid who is like a captain and a leader, and always does the right things, always says the right things, and he's been one of our best players this year, as far as his performance and being flexible and having the ability to play the outfield for us and second base and getting clutch hits. Just a great kid that we're going to miss, and it's going to be really hard to fill his void because of all the different things he can do. And he'll beat you with a pull side double, or he'll safety squeeze and read a dirt ball, make a great play. He just a lot of fond memories of him and what he's been able to accomplish in the last 4 years.
And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw bringing you Salve Regina University baseball. Here at beautiful Brother Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island.
Matt D'Amato following off the first pitch from Nick Hopper, who's pitched an inning and 2/3 in this contest in relief.
Gets another called strike right here. D'Amato has struck out and grounded to first base on the day today as he fouls that one off. Hopper up 0-2. He delivers. That'll be fouled off near the Hawks dugout.
We've been live streaming all afternoon to Facebook and to Twitch. And finally, we're able to get our production truck software up and running from center field to get it back to YouTube.
We're in the top half of the 5th inning here at Brother Reynolds Field. Roger Williams is the home team for this game, and they're up 7-1. As Harper will miss inside. D'Amato works the count to 2-2 after being down 0-2. And he'll work at the 3-2. That ball is up the middle. Danny Roth, second base. He collects, throws to Jenkins for out number 1. So 1 down to begin the top half of the 5th inning. And that'll bring up the left fielder, number 25, Jared Beniers. He takes a ball low. Ground ball, Danny Roth. Throws over to Jenkins for out number 2. Two ground balls, 2 outs for Danny Roth and the Hawks. And that'll bring up Dylan Ketch. Ketch is lined out to left field twice today. As Harper misses inside for ball 1. One out, 2 outs. Top half of the 5th inning. Ball to Hoban at shortstop. Over to Jenkins, and that will retire the side. Seahawks go 1-2-3 in the top half of the 5th inning. We will be right back.
All right, so I think it's Zach Dione, and it took me a few years. I was Zach Dion for a while, but I'm pretty sure it's Dione. If not, maybe Mr. Dione can call into the broadcast or send an email, and we can fix that. But couldn't be happier for him and how he's finished up, and really, he showed flashes of being outstanding at times in his first couple seasons. It was very inconsistent, but he's really this year just taken on a new role, as a leader, as somebody who really wants to win a conference championship, and then as somebody who's been one of our weekend starters. And he's been in a bunch of different roles, but just a great kid who you're rooting for, who's fiery, and I'm excited to see him pitched. Can't say enough about him and the adversity he's faced, with pitching and more the mental side of things. But he's really onto something this year, and he's been fun to watch.
And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw. Freshman Finn Doherty for the Seahawks coming out for his second inning of work to face the Hawks. And he will start up on a veto with a called strike 1. quickly ahead 0-2. The 0-2. That'll be called strike 3. When slider, fastball, slider to retire Bonavita. Makes quick work of him. That'll bring up Massaro. Massaro has walked and grounded out to the pitcher today. He's also scored a run. As Finn Doherty just misses on that ball out. The 1-1. Misses downstairs. Doherty comes to the set. The 2-1. Gets the outside corner for a called strike. Swung on and fouled off. We're in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 1 out. 2-2 the count to Massaro. Doherty sets, delivers. That ball is going to be down in left field. So Massaro able to throw his hands at the baseball and hit it at Oppo for a single.
Seven runs for the Hawks, but that's just their 5th hit of the game. They're facing their 3rd Seahawk pitcher here. Or 4th.
4th.
Yes.
But it helped out with a 3-run home run. That helps. So Massaro on at first, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Tommy Hoban. As Hoban takes strike 1. The 1-1. That'll be bounced in front of catcher, get behind him. Massaro will advance to second base. The 2-1 from Doherty. Just kidding, it was an inside move. Faked me out. Now the 2-1. That'd be bounced in front of catch. Scooped it right up. Doherty delivers. That'd be fouled out of play. Doherty works the count full. The 3-2 from Doherty. Swung on and hit the Breen short. Bobbles it. Not able to make the play. That'll be an error charge to Breen at shortstop. With that error, that'll bring up Eddie Jackson, the right fielder, number 9 man. As Doherty skips the first pitch.
Here's where you want to turn to.
Absolutely. Tailor-made.
And if Breen can participate in it, all the better.
Just got to get an out after an error. That's what you got to do. Out after error. A 2-0. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. Doherty sets. Delivers. That'll be lifted into left field. Beniers is behind it. Massaro tagging. Beniers is going to didn't go, actually.
And Beniers hit the cutoff man, Dustin Cicada, the third base. So no runners advance.
Great job by Beniers getting behind that baseball and keeping Massaro at third base. So with that fly out, that'll be the second out of the inning. And with men on first and third, it'll be the leadoff man, Joey Galino. 0 for 0 in this game. 2 hit by pitches and a walk. He does have 2 runs scored in this game.
Doherty fires it over to first base.
He does.
No issues for the first baseman and son on that side, getting the throw from the first baseman?
No, I don't think so.
Is it
It's
just out of play?
Straight up, yeah.
Yeah. That's a relief.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think O'Malley wears sunglasses either. He's old school. He used to not even wear batting gloves. I think he does now, as that ball misses upstairs.
Well, he grew up in Connecticut, unlike Garrett Richards, who never had to wear a winter coat
Yep.
until this year,
Right.
pitching for the Boston Red Sox.
Right. I mean, that Los Angeles weather, it's amazing. He's at Los Angeles, and then was he in San Diego?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southern California.
Yep. Now he's in Boston. Had a good start last week.
He sure did.
Finally. The 2-0 from Doherty. Called strike. Misses low for ball 3. Jackson on first base. He's got 6 stolen bases on the year. He's only been caught once. On third base is Matt Massaro. The 3-1. And that'll be skipped in for ball 4. So Galino will keep his 0 for 0 on the day today, as Coach Sorella will come out and meet with Doherty. It appears we're going to get a pitching change.
It's coming from the dugout.
So with the pitching change for the Hawks, we will be right back.
Madden, going into the season, I said to anyone that would listen that Madden is, pound for pound, I think the best athlete in the conference. And unfortunately, he had a back injury that has really, he's more or less shut down at this point. He's hobbled, and we've tried to put him out there, and it's kind of just got progressively worse. We've done everything, doctors, physical therapists, cortisone shots, but it's unfortunate because he was really onto something last year, in the first 5 games. And, with his defense, it's just a game changer. And things he did in the fall I had never seen before at the shortstop position, at this level. So to see him kind of have this debilitating injury, is really sad. But I hope he knows that what I'm going to remember is, him at his best, and the kid who made 3 great plays in the 9th inning against Roger Williams in 2019, and how far he's come as a player. Really, he couldn't hit when he came here, and he was one of our best hitters last year and all fall. And it's a shame that he's not going to get to show it, but will go down, as one of the best shortstops I've ever coached, really, at any level.
And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw, bringing you Salve Regina baseball here on May 1st, 2021. The new pitcher for the Seahawks will be freshman Braden Clark. This will be his 4th appearance of the year with 3 2/3 innings pitched on the season, as he hits Cedeno to begin the inning.
Yeah, that completely slipped out of his hand. He's got one of the best breaking balls. Braden has one of the best breaking balls, and that one just did not get a chance to break.
I could hear you from here, but you just had
I know.
had your mic at the top of your head.
So it's an RBI hit by pitch for Cedeno. Makes the score 8-1.
As Clark will miss for ball 1. Clark delivers. And Jenkins will foul that out of play.
Nice chase by Cicada down the left field line towards the batting cages.
Playing at Salve Regina, left fielder, shortstop, third base. You got to be aware of those nets over there. Got to communicate, saying fence, 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 fence. Just being accountable for everyone else's safety. The 1-1 from Clark. Doesn't get the call on the outside corner. The 5'11" freshman from Beverly, Massachusetts. As Jenkins fouls that out of play.
We had a very active wind this morning, but it's really calmed down nicely
Definitely.
into the afternoon.
And now I see 2 clouds in the sky. Outside for ball 3. On the day, Jenkins has grounded out twice, but he also hit a 3-run home run in the second inning in support of the Roger Williams 8 runs. As he lines that ball into center field for another base hit. 2 runs will score for Roger Williams. And that'll be yet another RBI from Jenkins. So Galeno will score, and Hoban will score. And Roger Williams will pad their lead to 10-1 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Clark delivers. Gets the call at the bottom of the zone. Summers a batter. He's struck out, reached on an error, and he's walked today. He's actually picked off as Clark picks off to first base. The 0-1. Misses downstairs, gets to the backstop. Clark gets to the plate, not in time. Ball got past Dylan catch, went to the backstop. And then Clark didn't beat him to home plate.
Makes it 11-1 here as the Hawks are batting in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Jenkins will move up to second base on the pass ball. As Clark will deliver a 1-1. Gets a call at the bottom of the zone. Strike 2. One, 2, 2 outs. Man on second for the Hawks. Delivers. Check swing. Ball in the dirt.
We'll check on the other CCC action between innings.
2s across the board. As he grounds to third base, Cicada collects it, throws over to O'Malley, lifts him off the bag, and he's going to be called safe.
And that puts runners at the corners.
Definitely not the same Seahawk team that we saw in the first inning. First game, excuse me. So following the error, it'll be Danny Roth at the plate. Roth has walked, flew out, and he is struck out looking. As Clark comes sets, delivers. Grounds a foul behind the Seahawks dugout. "63 degrees here at Brother Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island on the first day of May."
I'll take that on any day.
Absolutely. The pitch. As Danny Roth works the count to 3-1. 2 outs, man on first and third. Clark delivers. Danny Roth sends that way far down the left field line, but it'll be foul. Way out in front of that pitch, but he put a charge into it. Three-two, 2 outs. Jenkins will be on. Summers will be on at first as Danny Roth swings and misses for strike 3. Clark gets out of the jam. He stops the bleeding. Still, the Hawks get 4 in that half of the inning. Seahawks will be up in the top half of the 6th inning, and we'll be right back.
Natalie is, those 5 guys are going to be real tough to replace. Their skill set and their what they bring, off the field and vocally. But Natalie is going to be impossible to replace. I mean, I hope I can find 2 people to fill her shoes or at least do half of her job. Just talk about someone who's selfless and is in it for all the right reasons and isn't, in it when we're winning and not when when we're not playing well. She's not around. She's always around. She's always for the guys and, taking pictures and, our social media. It's just such an important role because as sports information director, you have, the responsibility of 20 different sports and, it's very, very difficult. And she really fills that void for what we need 24/7. Everything she does is just with attention to detail, and I couldn't be happier for what her next venture is with the Woo Sox or whatever they're going to be called now. But I can't thank her enough. Her mother seems awesome, and she'll always be welcome here.
And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw. Due up in this half of the inning, it'll be Sean O'Malley, Anthony Ciesco, and Brandon Grover. And they will be facing Nick Harper in another relief inning. As O'Malley lifts that into center field, Cedeno is under it, and O'Malley is quickly retired. Not a bad swing by O'Malley. It's just Cedeno is shaded more towards the right fielder. That's going to bring up Anthony Ciesco, 1 down in the top half of the 6th inning. As he hits a laser down the left field line. Keeps the third base coach honest over there. The 0-1. That'll miss inside. Harper goes into his windup, the 1-1. Ciesco lifts a fly ball into center field. Cedeno is under it. Makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. 2 quick flyouts to Cedeno.
You might want to say hello to his mom again.
That'll bring up Brandon Grover, who's the DH for this game today. Grover's 1 for 1. He doubled the last time that he was up. As he steps in for his third AB of the day. As he swings and misses for strike 1. Fouls that off to the left. Harper goes into his wind-up, delivers. That'll be outside and upstairs. Grover lifts another ball out of play. Another one from Harper. Swung on and cut right behind. Earlier in the afternoon, Brandon Grover had a solo home run to right field. And he will get a walk to keep the Seahawks alive in the inning.
Some confusion down there.
I think they were arguing how many balls that was, 3 or 4.
Oh, I see. The scoreboard may not have been displaying it properly.
Just missed one.
Especially when you have a lot of foul ball pitches.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Breen fires it over to Jenkins. Jenkins will touch the base for out number 3. 1 walk in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're going to go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Eric Sorella. I'm the head baseball coach at Salve Regina University. I'm a 2005 graduate from the school. I'm also in the Athletic Hall of Fame. In the history of the program, we've won 10 Commonwealth Coast Conference championships. In my 8 years here, in 6 seasons, we've won 3 CCC championships and advanced to 3 NCAA regionals. I think one thing that separates this program is the challenging schedule we play year to year. In Division III college baseball, there's close to 400 teams. Typically, we're in the top 50 to 75 in strength of schedule out of 400. On top of a challenging schedule, we're also going to travel to Florida each year during spring break. Typically, we'll take a weekend trip somewhere down south and play 2 or 3 more games. We really want to run this program like a Division I program, but within the D3 rules. We're looking for highly motivated student athletes, especially competitive ones. We want our student athletes to compete in the classroom, in the weight room, and on the baseball field. If you're interested in the program, you should send us an email with a schedule and your contact information as well as your coach's contact information. We'll be likely to cross paths during the summer, and if we don't, we'll be able to see you at one of our prospect camps that we can invite you to. If you have any other questions, feel free to email us or reach out. Take care.
And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw, bringing you Salve Regina University Baseball. Pitching change for the Seahawks in the bottom half of the sixth inning. It's going to be Jacob Simon, number 30. Couple defensive changes. Dylan Ketch is moved from catcher to left field. Jared Beniers will be in center field.
So it looks like Zach Barlock is out of the game.
Tyler Canoe will take over at first base. As that ball is lifted down the left field line, it's going far. And that'll be a home run for Bonavita.
Wow. Starting pitcher.
Starting pitcher of today's game lifts one out of the yard for a home run.
Didn't you have a chance to put in the changes in the Seahawk defense? Infield looks like no changes, or actually I should say Tyler Cano is at first. Did you catch that already?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And
It's about a 5 or 6 inch difference
Yeah, I
between
know.
O'Malley and Canoe. And D'Amato will remain in right
Okay.
field. Siesco will remain at second. Briano will remain at short. And Cicada will be at third. As this ball is lifted into center, Beniers is camped under it, and that'll be recorded as out number 1. So Massaro was retired. That'll bring up the shortstop, Tommy Hoban. He's reached on an error, scored, and he's got a couple ground outs on the day. As Simon gets ahead, strike one. I believe they changed. They did change catchers too.
right, because Dylan catches out in
Right.
left field.
Simon goes inside again, doesn't get the call. 1-1.
So Gianfranco Messina will be in place of Zach Barlock in the batting lineup.
The 1-1 from Simon. Misses inside again. 2-1. And that'll be 2 inside, and Simon will hit Hoban. Simon, the right-handed junior, 6'3", 195. He's a transfer student a couple years ago. As head coach Kevin Kelly is checking on Tommy Hoban at first base. I didn't see what part of the body that it hit.
I miss it completely.
His hand or his wrist? He appears to be all right, and he'll stay in the game. That'll bring up the right fielder, Eddie Jackson. A little more action in the Seahawk bullpen. His graduate student, Kyle Brown, right-handed side armor, is warming up, too. As Simon misses outside for ball 1. Hoban will advance to second base. The 1-0 from Simon. Bounces it in for ball 2.
So Jacob was greeted by Ben Bonavita with a leadoff home run.
That's Bonavita's 7th home run on the season. As Simon catches the outside for a called strike. 2-1 the count. Simon comes to the set and delivers. Swing and miss from Jackson. Simon evens up the count at 2-2. Holben reached on a hit by pitch and then got to second base on a wild pitch. As Jackson bounces it to second base, collected by Ciesco. He's got to go, and he's called out at first base. I don't know about that. That looked a little generous. Roger Williams not happy with the call, nonetheless. It'll be out number 2.
4-3 on Jackson. Hogan down to third. 2 down for the top of the order, Galino.
And now it'll be the leadoff batter, Joey Galino, with a man on third base. As Simon misses downstairs for ball 1. Galino has scored 3 times today. 3 out of Roger Williams' 12 runs. As Simon misses down again for ball 2. Simon zips one in for strike 1. So this is the CCC Pod A finals. On the opposite side is the CCC Pod B finals. Endicott has a comfortable lead of 12-5 in the 7th inning up in Beverly, Massachusetts. The winner of this series in A will play the winner of the B series next week.
And if Salve does win this series, they would be the host for either team coming out of the B pod.
Salve ended the regular season with a 7-2-1 record within the CCC.
And strike 3 looking on Galino.
So Simon takes care of Galino. We're going to go to the top half of the 7th inning. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw, Sports Information Director here at Salve Regina University. Nick Harper back on the mound for the Hawks.
This is Gianfranco Messina, the new catcher for Salve Regina. He's in the lineup after coming in defensively, and he's taken over Zach Barlock's spot in the batting order.
Messina's batting 167 on the year, 6 ABs. He's got 1 hit. He's the backup catcher to Dylan Ketch. As he takes the ball outside.
2-2.
Messina, another Rhode Island kid from Cranston, Rhode Island, went to LaSalle Academy where he was a catcher. And he's worked the count here to 3-2. Pitch by Harper. And he misses outside, and Messina will be on for the Seahawks. Good job there by Messina, just being patient, just getting the guy on. That'll bring up the senior third baseman, Dustin Cicada. As he takes strike 1. Cicada is 0 for 1 on the day. He has been hit by a pitch. As he tries to lay down a bunt, and Messina will be safe at first base. Harper up 0-2. Looks in for the sign. Checks on Messina and comes to the set. He delivers. That'll be outside for ball 1. Harper came into the 3rd inning to relieve Ben Bonavita, who only went 2 1/3 innings. Harper's been going strong for Roger Williams.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding afternoon for the Hawks.
The 0-2 again. And that'll be a called strike 3. Harper went to the slider, caught the outside corner. And that'll be the first out of this inning. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Matt D'Amato. He'll take a ball outside, start the AB. D'Amato's had kind of a quiet game so far today. As he ropes that ball up the middle, taken by Holman unassisted, throws to first for the double play. So that'll go down as a 6-3 DP to retire the side. Seahawks strand 1 in that half of the inning. And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw. New pitcher in for the Seahawks is going to be the graduate student, right-handed sidearmer Kyle Brown. And he will be tasked with facing Tyler Cedeno to start the inning. As he starts him out with a strike right here. Before the season, Kyle Brown was announced to be one of the Seahawks captains. He's one of the more vocal guys that the team has. Big hype guy. You can't get any more who's more supportive of his teammates than Kyle Brown. Just misses downstairs. Spent a lot of time playing catcher Kyle Brown, both being sidearm pitchers.
Yeah.
Salve. A lot of time spent working on our pitches, fastball. He's primary fastball slider, changeup, like a lot of different sidearm guys are. And he is, every year he's worked on his craft. The 2-2 from Brown. Swung on to Breen at shortstop. He collects. Throws over to Canoe. Quick out number one for Brown. So Brown gets the first guy. Now it'll be Brandon Jenkins. Slider misses outside for ball one. The 1-0. Misses outside for ball two.
So similar sidearm delivery, similar nickname. You just add the IE to
That's
Lynchy
right.
and to Brownie.
That's right. Brownie, Lynchy, as he misses in for ball three. This will be Brown's second appearance on the season. Kind of a shortened season because of COVID, unfortunately. And Jenkins will earn a 4-pitch walk here. He'll be on board for the third time today. Next up will be the catcher, George Summers. Brown delivers the 1-0. Skips it to Messina as Jenkins tries to get second base, but there's going to be no throw. So Jenkins will advance to second base on the wild pitch. Man on second, 1 out, 2-0 the count. And Brown gets the outside part of the plate. A 2-1. And that's in there for a called strike two. Two coming in from Brown. Swung on to Canoe. It's going to be covered by Brown. Flips over, and Summers will be retired.
Well done there by the veteran.
Great PFP. It's 5 years of PFPs from Brown. and he did not disappoint whatsoever. All the pitching coaches that have been at Salve since he's been here would be so proud. McKeon, Coach Kiyu, H-Bod, Brian Farrell. Swung on to the Cicada. Throws a long over to Canoe. Canoe picks it, and he'll be called out at first base. So despite the walk, Brown gets the last three guys. We're going to go to the top half of the 8th inning. We're going to have a pitching change for the Hawks. We'll be right back. New pitcher for the Hawks will be Matt Vernaticola, the senior from Berlin, Connecticut. Vernaticola pitched in Game 1 today. And I was telling Ed in over the break that, that's just classic just playoff baseball. He's already been used today. Just use him again. Save the arms, As he gets a first called strike on Beniers. Beniers has been hit by a pitch. He's flown out, and he has grounded out today. Another speed guy for Salve who's been...
Oh, he's going to get the hit by pitch here, I think. Or not. Foul.
Was that called foul?
I think so. The home plate umpire came out from behind the catcher and...
Huh.
Yeah,
Scoreboard reads 0-2.
Yep.
We will see. As that'll bounce.
Vernaticola just had one inning of work in Game 1 on the final frame. Gave up a hit, but no runs across the plate for the Seahawks against him.
How many pitches?
Safe, off the bag.
Massaro stabbed that ball at third base. Made a high throw to Jenkins at first base. Wasn't able to get down in time. Beniers is on board for the Seahawks.
Base hit?
Base hit.
Just the third hit for the Seahawks. Vernaticola, 14 pitches for 9 strikes in the Game 1 loss to the Seahawks.
Yeah,
Salve Regina winning 9-5.
That's not bad.
No.
It'll be all right. That'll bring up the left fielder, Dylan Ketch, as he fouls that straight back. Catch has also been pretty quiet today. A couple line outs and a ground out. As he bats here in the top half of the 8th inning, Roger Williams is the home team today, despite the location being at Salve Regina.
Yeah, postseason baseball allows for the visitors to be home.
That ball will be lifted. Cedeno is under it in center field, and he will retire catch. So one down in the top half of the 8th inning. And that'll bring up first baseman Tyler Canoe, who replaced Sean O'Malley a few innings ago. Canoe, the sophomore.
From Schenectady.
Schenectady, New York. He's got 5 hits on the season, 28 ABs. He's got a home run this season. Fernando Tacola comes to the set, delivers. Low. In his first season last year with the Seahawks, Canoe started a good amount of games, even though it was cut short. This ball is back. Cedeno under it. And he drops the ball right in front of the fence at center field. Right in front of the 390 sign.
Beniers did a great job getting all the way over to third on that. I'm sure he could only go halfway. It was in his glove and then out. So Canoe on second base and Beniers on third. E8?
E8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right in his glove and right out.
Nobody's angrier than Cedeno on that.
As we're going to have a pinch hitter, it's going to be Chris Veneruso as he gets hit on the hand or the wrist, and he will be awarded first base. Sees one pitch, gets hit by the pitch.
He was batting for Anthony Ciesco. He'll probably take over at second base for the Seahawks senior.
That's going to bring up the DH, Brandon Grover. So that'll be bases loaded full of Seahawks as Grover takes to strike one.
So this is how the comeback begins.
That's right. That's right. That's the thing about baseball is no clock.
There is none.
No clock.
What did Yogi say?
That's a base hit through the 3-4 hole for Grover. Beniers is going to score. Canoe's coming around. And the ball is going to be cut off by Jenkins. That's going to be a 2 RBI for Brandon Grover. Veneruso moves over to the third base. Good piece of hitting right there by Grover. Not trying to do too much, just getting it through the 3-4 hole. And he'll be awarded with 2 RBIs. Next up is the shortstop, Michael Breen. Breen looking to keep the line moving, as some coaches would say, as that's going to be a great dirt ball read by Grover. So now it'll be second and third for the Seahawks with one man out. Michael Breen at the plate. As he lines that to shortstop, bobbled by Hoban, collects it, and he will get it over to Jenkins in time for out number 2. Benarusso will come in to score, but Grover will stay at second base.
6-3 on the putout.
6-3 with an RBI. Third run for the Seahawks in the top half of the 8th inning.
Score is now 12-4.
And now we might be getting a pitching change for Roger Williams right here.
And these runs are unearned.
Number 27 is going to come into the game. It's going to be Brandon Sismadia. Who's a freshman from Trumbull, Connecticut. This is going to be his second appearance of the year. Only has a third of an inning. But that third of an inning is a strikeout.
Not bad.
Not too shabby. While he does his warm-up pitches, we'll take a quick break. Now the hitter will be Gianfranco Messina. With 2 down in the inning, Brandon Grover remains at second base. Sismadia delivers. That'll be fouled off to the right side. Messina relieved Dylan Ketch a few innings ago from catching, as Ketch moved to left field.
It's good to get out of that crouch position.
Definitely. Another foul ball off to the right side. It'll be 0-2. Sismadia comes to the set. Delivers. Ball in the dirt. Grover's going to try for 3, and he gets there safely. One and 2 the count, 2 outs. Man on third. The pitch. Bounces in, but good job by Summers to block it. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit to third. Collected by Massaro. Throws over to Jenkins in time for out number 3. Good work by Sismadia getting the guy out. We're going to go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw, bringing you Salve Regina baseball here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in Newport, Rhode Island.
You know what's better than a beautiful Saturday afternoon?
What's that?
What's happening tomorrow is going to be a beautiful Sunday.
Right. New pitcher for the Seahawks is going to be the left-handed lefty side armor, Eddie Hardiman. I realized I just said left-handed lefty side armor.
Redundancy.
That was redundant, yeah. From Danvers, Massachusetts, went to St. John's Prep.
And defensively, we have Tyler Petrosino taking over for Dylan Ketch in the left field. Veneruso remains at second after pinch hitting for Anthony Ciesco.
This will be Hardiman's second appearance, 0 ERA.
Swing and a miss. It's a strikeout and not a throwout.
So Hardiman will be awarded the strikeout, but Bonavita will be awarded first base.
Did you ever experience a lot of those as a pitcher?
I can't remember any of those off the top of my head. It is definitely frustrating when it happens, though. As Hardiman misses with that one, low, ball one. That'll be Hardiman's first strikeout of the year as he throws over to Canoe.
And that's Bonavita on first. He was a starting pitcher, now just the designated hitter. He had the home run leading off against Jacob Simon.
Hardiman falls behind 2-0. Gets a called strike one. Massaro is 1 for 3 on the day. He scored twice. As he followed this straight to the backstop. Hardiman looks in for the sign, comes to the set. Delivers a 2-2. Ground to the second baseman, Veneruso. Flips the Breen, but it will only get 1. Good job by the middle infield getting the front end. That'll be a fielder's choice for Massaro.
4-6 on Bonavita. He's off the base paths.
So whoever wins this pod right here, this is pod A, will play the winner of pod B next week. And pod B is between Endicott and Suffolk. Endicott won the first game 5-4, and now they have a comfortable lead. Endicott has a comfortable lead of 21-5 against Suffolk in the top of the 9th inning. As D'Amato camps under that fly ball.
Yeah, I would say 21-5 is very comfortable.
I would think so.
It's not as comfortable as 28-3. Ooh, wait a minute. That rings a bell.
Rings a bell. That's right.
In football terms,
That's
anyway.
Right. There's a lot of people mad on this telecast if they're not Patriots fans.
I could be one of them. I'm a Las Vegas Raiders fan.
I actually saw that on the iPad, and I had forgotten about that.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the draft picks for Las Vegas. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's set. My alerts are all set.
It's random.
So who'd we get?
I think it was the 5th round. Who'd they take in the first round? I don't even remember. Once the Patriots got Mac Jones, I went right to bed.
There you go. A lot of people did as well.
As Eddie falls behind 3-0 to Eddie Jackson. Eddie versus Eddie.
I like that name.
Eddie. Yeah, there's a bunch of Eddies.
Hardiman and Jackson.
Uh-huh. And Havershaw. Veneruso bobbles, but he gets it over to Canoe for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top half of the 9th inning. We will be right back. And welcome back. Jonathan Lynch alongside Ed Habershaw bringing you Salve Regina and CCC baseball here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in Newport, Rhode Island.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
So like I said last inning, Endicott's up 21-5, and then
And they won the first game.
They won the first game. So the winner of this game and the winner of this series and the winner of Pod B series will play next week, right?
Yes.
And then whoever wins the CCC championship, then what happens after that?
They're on to the NCAAs. I'm not sure how the NCAAs are organized this year, as Justice Welch, pinch hitter, flies out foul territory to the left fielder Galino.
So the NCAAs will regionals will happen after that.
Yes, it's a smaller field. I don't think it's as big as previous years, so
Yep.
there definitely will not be that many at-large bids. So
Yeah.
winning your conference championship is imperative. And he's out on the bunt.
And the bunt hits the plate, it appeared.
Catcher
It appeared that
unassisted.
it hit the plate and just went straight up in the air and tagged Amato for the out number 2.
So this is
2 unassisted.
yes,
You don't see that very
the
often.
very rare 2 unassisted.
So do you know where the regional is going to happen? Cape Cod, Harwich again?
No idea yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have a selection show as they have in
Yep.
the past for the different sports. I know women's lacrosse is coming up because they're already in their postseason.
Mm-hmm. A couple years ago, baseball was at Trinity. That's where in 2019 it was at Trinity. 2017 when we played, it was at Harwich.
Yeah, and it was bigger in Harwich. I think they had 8 teams
Yep.
there, and at Trinity was just 4 teams. And I think that's the trend is going for fewer teams, so smaller
Yeah, it was
mini
small.
tournaments.
There's a ground ball to Hopen. He collects, throws to Jenkins, and that will be the game. The Seahawks take game 1 earlier today, and the Hawks will take game 2 with a 12-4 victory. The rubber match will be tomorrow, right?
Yep, they split today. So Sunday, May 2, I believe it'll probably be a noon start. It's not official yet, but we'll carry it from here, from Newport, Rhode Island. It'll be at Reynolds Field. All 3 games scheduled for here. Salve will be the home team in Game 3, as they were in Game 1. Final here from Game 2, as the Hawks of Roger Williams salvage a split of the best-of-3 series first 2 games. 12 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, and 4 runs on 4 hits, 4 errors for the Seahawks. We will give thanks to Jonathan Lynch, helping with the broadcast here and keeping a scorebook. Gavin Parent behind the backstop. We can show his view for the entire 2 games. He's been bringing us the action from near home plate. Wonderful job by Gavin Parent. And we will have baseball continuing into Sunday, May 2.
You got it.
The winner of tomorrow's game will face the Gulls of Endicott College. And if it's Salve Regina, it'll be here. A 3-game series next weekend. If it's Roger Williams, it'll be hosted by the Gulls of Endicott College. So for Jonathan Lynch and Gavin Parent, I'm Ed Habishaw. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night.
Hi, my name is Eric Sorella. I'm the head baseball coach at Salve Regina University. I'm a 2005 graduate from the school. I'm also in the Athletic Hall of Fame. In the history of the program, we've won 10 Commonwealth Coast Conference championships. In my 8 years here, in 6 seasons, we've won 3 CCC championships and advanced to 3 NCAA regionals. I think one thing that separates this program is the challenging schedule we play year to year. In Division III college baseball, there's close to 400 teams. Typically, we're in the top 50 to 75 in strength of schedule out of 400. On top of a challenging schedule, we're also going to travel to Florida each year during spring break. Typically, we'll take a weekend trip somewhere down south and play 2 or 3 more games. We really want to run this program like a Division I program, but within the D3 rules. We're looking for highly motivated student athletes, especially competitive ones. We want our student athletes to compete in the classroom, in the weight room, and on the baseball field. If you're interested in the program, you should send us an email with a schedule and your contact information as well as your coach's contact information. We'll be likely to cross paths during the summer, and if we don't, we'll be able to see you at one of our prospect camps that we can invite you to. If you have any other questions, feel free to email us or reach out. Take care.